Welcome to the Tuesday Top 10 show at the Collective. This is episode 57, highlighting the best new comics you should be buying for the week of August 27th, 2024, with a release date of August 28th. As, of course, everything has moved back to Wednesdays, including DC. If you watch and enjoy the show, don't forget to like and subscribe, leave us a comment, let us know your thoughts and feedback and opinions about what you see, and if you picked up a comic that you weren't going to pick up that you saw on the show, make sure to tell us when you check out. Don't forget to log into your Comic Hub account on Friday, August 30th after 5 p.m. to pre-order your comics for next month. This is done under the Shop Coming Soon and Last Call FOC sections. All orders are due by Saturday, August 31st at midnight to guarantee your copy of any open order, cover, or single issue. If you see an incentive that you like, such as a 1 in 10 or 1 in 25, make sure to send your request for that via the Hub, or you can give us a call at 407-637-2843 or 321-295-7091, and that second number is also a cell phone, so you can send us a text as well. Join our Discord server and follow the store on all social media platforms at Collective CCG. If you're in the shop and you're not sure of the username, you can go up to the counter. There's a placard up there that has a QR code that you can use to join any of the social media platforms that we have active. Come out to the shop on Tuesday evenings for Star Wars game nights. Right now that is Star Wars Unlimited Twin Suns multiplayer format with a large group of shop regulars and Jasper. That starts at 6 p.m. Wednesday nights is Dungeons & Dragons nights. 3 p.m. for younger players and new players, and 6 p.m. for everyone else. Join a one-shot campaign or involved with one of several existing groups. Thursday night is board game night. Bring your own board game or borrow one from the many that we have available in the store. Play with the group. Also a bunch of store regulars here for that event. Starts at 5 p.m. We still have extended summer hours going, so Wednesday open until 10 p.m. instead of 9, and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday open until 11 p.m. instead of 10. All right, got something new last week again. Remember, we had the animated title card, or episode number card, last week. That's returning, of course. I'm going to keep doing that unless y'all don't like it. Let me know. This week we have something new. No news, but we do have top 10 list placards, thanks to Jasper and Brendan. So with that, let's get right into the top 10. And the first one is Absolute Power Origins. Where did I put that? Absolute Power Origins number 2 by DC Comics. This is written by John Ridley with art by Aletha Martinez and letters by Jim Campbell. We have a main cover by Edwin Galman and Pasquale Ferrara, and a variant cover by Mateus Manhanini. Very cool variant cover on that one. Cardstock, of course, because of DC. That is Absolute Power Origins number 2, the continued origin of Amanda Waller. Number 9 is The Hunger in the Dusk, Book 2, Number 2. It's tensions between the Orc tribes on the verge of war with the humans. Boom Studios is the publisher here. We got a main cover by Christian Wildgoose and a variant by Cliff Chiang. So Christian Wildgoose main cover, Cliff Chiang variant. And this is written by G. Willow Wilson with interior art by Christian Wildgoose. It is The Hunger in the Dusk, Book 2, Number 2. This one I'm going to have to adjust the camera for, because it's it should be alright. Number 8 is called All New Collector's Edition, number C56. But what it actually is a reprint. I believe it's additional stories as well. Check, because I didn't look through it. Yeah, it's additional stories as well, but it also reprints the Superman vs. Muhammad Ali boxing match issue. This is by DC Comics, written by Denny O'Neil and Neil Adams, with interior art by Neil Adams, inks by Terry Austin, Steve Mitchell and Dick Giordano, color by Corey Adams, letters by Gaspar Saladino, and we have 2 covers on this one. The regular cover by Neil Adams and a foil variant, also by Neil Adams, of course. This is all new collector's edition number C56, reprinting Superman vs. Muhammad Ali. And as you can see from the maybe from the camera here, that this is actually printed in a Treasury edition, so it's a large format reprint. The main version is priced at $14.99, and the foil is $16.99 on that issue. One that I'm looking forward to on number 7, we have the 0 Hour 30th Anniversary Special number 1. This is reliving their landmark crossover from the 90s, where Green Lantern Hal Jordan becomes Parallax after the destruction of Coast City by DC Comics. Written by Ron Mars and Dan Jurgens, with art by Dan Jurgens, Paul Pelletier, Tom Grummett, Norm Rapmund, Jerry Ordway, Howard Porter, Kelly Jones, Brett Breeding, and Darrell Banks, with colors by Alex Sinclair. And we have a main cover by Dan Jurgens, Jerry Ordway, and Alex Sinclair. A absolutely fantastic Alan Quah variant cover. Alan Quah always doing the stellar variant covers for DC and Independent. I think he's done a few Marvel ones as well, but always a good cover by Alan Quah. Definitely should pick this one up. We have a Ken Lashley Kyle Rayner variant. This storyline, I believe, was shortly after the introduction of Kyle Rayner, or was the introduction of Kyle Rayner because of what happened to Hal Jordan. If memory serves me, this was this is where he debuted in this storyline. And we have the John Bogendove prismatic foil cover. Now that probably doesn't show up that well. It's a little bit shiny, but it doesn't really show up how it bends the light on camera. But that is a Parallax cover by John Bogendove on 0 Hour 30th Anniversary Special number 1. And then we have next, it's number 6. Jumping over to Marvel, we have Faces of the Moon Knight number 1. This is Who Was the Original Fist of Khonshu by Marvel Comics, with a story by Erica Schultz, pencils by Manuel Garcia, inks by Sean Parsons, colors by Cece Dela Cruz, letters by Corey Pettit. We have a Mateus Manhanini main cover. We have a Andre Bresson variant where he's fighting Apocalypse. We have a Derek Chu Dark Moon Knight in a black costume, very cool variant. And a Rod Hayes design variant. This costume looks like it's very Crusade style. Maybe an interesting choice there. I like the design variant not being a 1 in 10 because these are very cool covers, and Rod Hayes is a very cool artist as well. But that is Phases of the Moon Knight number 1. Alright. Several covers for this next one. Number 5. Deadpool Team Up number 1. We have Rob Liefeld back doing what is supposedly his final Marvel work on a Deadpool team up series or mini series. Of course, story and art by Rob Liefeld. Main cover by Rob Liefeld. We have a variant cover, Incredible Hulk homage by Amanda Connor. We have a blank sketch variant. We have a Deadpool and Wolverine movie variant. We have a Paco Medina Coca-Cola crossover variant featuring Cable. We have a Rob Liefeld foil variant, which is pretty cool. And we have another Rob Liefeld cover featuring Wolverine, which I think is the best cover so far for this number 1 issue. This is Deadpool Team Up number 1. Sticking with Marvel, and number 4. Is Marvel 85th Anniversary Special number 1. This is an anthology featuring a host of creators. Got story and art by Alan Davis, Steve Sprouse, and Yuji Keku, with additional story by Christopher Priest, Iman Vellani, Ryan North, and Sabir Pirzada, and letters by Joe Caramagna. We have a main cover by Carrie Andrews. We have a first variant by Iban Coelho. A team up featuring a phoenix. This looks like mostly Excalibur, other than the background characters. It's a very cool cover, though. We have a wraparound cover by Luciano Vecchio. Got both sides of this cover. Very cool. We have a Rawhide Kid Marvel Comics Presents variant by Mark Aspinall. Kind of like that one. It's kind of a painted, looks like a painted cover. We have a Martin Coccolo Avengers and X-Men. There's a variant group of characters. It looks like Spider-Punk? Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that cover a lot. And we have the best one. The Scotty, the Big Marvels Scotty cover. There's the first side. There's the other side. This is all 27 or 28 characters that were drawn for the individual Big Marvels cover, all in one. I'll definitely be picking this one up for the cover alone. That is Marvel 85th Anniversary Special number 1. Right. Number 3 is Transformers 40th edition, 40th Anniversary Edition number 1. There were 3 covers for this. The first one is a Bill Sienkiewicz Optimus Prime cover, as you can see. But this does reprint the original first issue from Marvel. This is now published by Skybound Entertainment and Image Comics. Originally written by Bill Mantlo and Ralph Macchio, with pencils by Frank Springer, inks by Kim DeMulder, colors by Neil Yontov, and letters by Rick Parker. The second cover, the Megatron cover by Christian Ward, all arrived damaged, so if you did order that one, I expect it should be replaced eventually. I would check with Javen or James on that one. This is the Bill Sienkiewicz Optimus Prime cover, and then there is a blank sketch cover as well. Number 2, the other independent on the list this week, is Universal Monsters Frankenstein number 1. This is the 3rd series in the classic Universal Monster line, also by Skybound Entertainment and Image Comics. This is written and drawn by Michael Walsh, with colors by Tony Marie Griffin, with a main cover by Michael Walsh, a Joshua Middleton movie-inspired variant, and a blank sketch cover. And the final book for this week is a very cool out-of-continuity crossover. Number 1 is Aliens vs. Avengers number 1, with the title in the Aliens vs. Predator format, font format. That's pretty cool. This is another series, to me, kind of like Wolverine Revenge, where Jonathan Hickman is just writing some out-of-continuity stories for fun and to let their artist go wild. Of course, the Wolverine Revenge series by Hickman is drawn by Greg Capullo. This one, Avengers vs. Aliens, or Aliens vs. Avengers, by Asad Ribic. We have colors on this book by Yves Scortina, and we have the main cover by Asad Ribic. Just highlight some of the interior art here because it's just so good. No spoilers at all, but this art is just amazing. I'm picking this one up just because Asad Ribic is drawing it. We have a first variant by John Tyler Christopher. A unique variant for John Tyler Christopher. He usually does the negative spaces or the action figure covers. Very cool. We have the Mark Brooks Alien Queen vs. Venom variant. We have a Scotty Young, which might be the best Scotty Young cover in a while. Cap's got a face hugger. Not going well for Cap. Hulk's a little bit concerned there. That's funny. That's a funny cover. I like that one a lot. And I wasn't going to get this cover, but then I saw it, and I'm definitely going to get this one. Last variant on this one is Zoo or Zoo, featuring Captain Marvel and an alien. And that is all for this week. That is Aliens vs. Avengers #1 of 4 or 5. It's going to be a fun mini-series. Definitely check that out. That's all I have for you this week. A big week next week. There's definitely going to be more than 10 books to highlight next week, so stay tuned.